So that's Round Valley, and got a lot of really, really fond memories of lots of different hikes into Round Valley. It's a beautiful place, and I am so happy to see it. So, day one. Um, I'll try to spin it as positive as I can. Number one, I am in Round Valley. We made it to Round Valley, and I'm really happy about that. I haven't been here in many years, and it's really cool to see it again. Almost emotional to see it again. It's just really cool. Um, Unfortunately, even though I haven't had any issues with my back for since I retired, um, and all the day hiking I've done, not a single problem. This morning, not even on the trail, just loading the truck up, I twinged my back, and it has been giving me issues all day long. And like I said, spinning it good, I did it. That wasn't the only problem I had on the actual trail. My back has been giving me issues, and now that we're camping and stuff like that, it's nice. But at the same time, the way this back is, it's not excruciating, but it's just trying to find a comfortable way to sit without it twinging at me is a problem, and so that just makes things uncomfortable. And the big thing is I don't know how I'm going to sleep tonight. If I can find a comfortable position, hopefully I'll be able to sleep. I've got my new equipment down, my pad down, and I've tried it out a little bit just laying on it. It feels good. It's just the back twinges. If I get those all night long, I'm not going to be sleeping very well, so we'll see what happens. Um, the folks I'm with have already said that, if it's a real problem, we'll head back out tomorrow, because it's only about 5 miles to get in. You have to go up over a ridge, and during the actual hike, my back wasn't giving me issues. So even with the backpack on, hiking up and down wasn't giving me issues. I did have some really weird. I got to a point where I literally could not just move my legs anymore. I don't know if it was because of the altitude. I don't know if it was because of low blood sugar. I hadn't eaten anything yet by that time, um, or both. I don't know. So I literally just sat down next to the trail. I recognized the fatigue and stuff like that, so I gave myself some rest, made sure I was watered, had plenty of water the whole trip, and got some food out and got some food in me and stuff like that. Felt a little bit better, was able to get further along, got to actual Castle Pass, had a little bit more food there and things like that, and then it was mostly downhill until the valley from that point, and I felt decent there. So, but that's kind of what's going on there. That was just a bizarre episode. It was a little frightening, um, but again, as positive as I can be, I am in Round Valley, and it had some beautiful stuff. Seen some really cool. I saw some deer. Um, just really cool wildlife spotted so far. Having a good time hiking for the most part, but just this little underlying uncomfortableness with the back and stuff. And I think part of it is just frustration. I'm so frustrated. I've been wanting to finally get out here, um, and something that hasn't bothered me for almost a year, just all of a sudden here it is. And it's frustrating. It really is. So, but I'm going to try and put a positive spin on it. There's a meteor shower tonight, so we're going to be looking at that because we're camping out here in the meadow. It's nice. And that's about it. We're looking forward to seeing what's happening, and we'll see what happens. If I wake up in the morning or don't sleep at all in the morning and I'm still having back issues, we may pull the plug and head out so I can get better at home. But even trying to put a positive spin on it, this trip has done one thing. It's definitely shown me that even though losing over 30 pounds like I have is a good thing, I am still 70 pounds overweight and I need to get in better condition. And this trip has really driven that in. So that's what we'll keep on doing. We're going to keep losing weight, getting in better condition, because if I ever hope to actually do any real through hiking, whether it's the PCT or the John Muir Trail or even some of the smaller through hikes, I have got to be in better shape than what I am in now. So, all right, we'll see what happens tomorrow. Sorry to report, because my back hasn't gotten any better, and if it gets worse, I will not be able to carry my pack at all. I made the decision this morning to, instead of staying until tomorrow, to come out today, Saturday. The guys I'm with, Logan, Jim, Ken, they're really cool about it. I appreciate it, I really do. They're very supportive. So I got an early start because I'm going to be going slow on the trail. And I'm heading back up to Castle Pass. So good news is the back isn't so bad that I can still carry the pack. I'm walking through some really beautiful area here. This is about the same spot yesterday where I spotted some deer. So we'll see if we have that again. Castle Pass is nice. I'll get up there. And that'll be good to have made the pass twice there. And then I'm going to wait for the rest of the crew there at the pass, and then we're all going to head downhill from there. So, some positives, but like I said yesterday, this really puts into perspective that despite my weight loss, and I'm proud of that weight loss, and I'm going to keep going on it, I am still not in real condition to do some of the things that I hope and dream to do, like do large through hikes and stuff, because just this one day hike up here in the altitude. And there were a lot of things besides my back working against me, but I am kind of bummed that we're coming out a day early. But at the same time, I was very happy to just be in here, because it's been years since I've been in here, and it was really awesome to be back in here and see it again. So I'm going to head down the trail and head for Castle Pass, which is up the PCT here, and I'm going to wait for the rest of the crew there. And I don't know, maybe I'll do a final thing. Also on Monday I'll be shooting my weekly vlog, and I'll talk about the trip here too. So one thing I do want to note, I'll still be doing some gear reports, because although my back kind of failed me, my gear did not. A lot of my gear worked great, and I'll be doing a report on some of those things. So we'll see you later. So I made it to the pass faster than I thought I was going to tell you the truth. I really thought I was going to be crawling. But I've been through this pass so many times as a younger man, I got to tell you. I hope this is not my last time here. I don't think it will be. Like I said, I think this has been a lesson just to keep going with the weight loss. If I were 70 pounds lighter and had myself in better condition, I think this trip would have been a little bit longer. At the same time, putting a positive spin on it, because I don't want to be a downer all the time, we did achieve what we originally set out to achieve. Our original goal was to get into Round Valley and then from there decide what we're going to do. One of our options was just
sit around Round Valley all day today and then walk out tomorrow. So instead of doing that, today we are walking out. But we did make it to Round Valley. And I did walk those miles on the PCT. So for me personally, that was really cool. Do I wish it was tomorrow when we were walking out? Yeah, kind of, because I like it up here. But it's not a 100% defeat, I don't think. You know, because again, we didn't have any definite plans of what we were going to do today. Whether we were going to do some more hiking or just hang out or what. And as it turns out, just to be safe with my back, because coming up I did feel some twinges. It just, I never know when it's going to get worse. And if it got worse, I wouldn't be able to carry this thing all the way out of there. So mission accomplished, so to speak. I mean, we got in here, had a great time seeing some beautiful things here in Round Valley, and there in Round Valley, because I'm not in the valley anymore, I'm on the pass. But not quite as planned, because we had hoped to do one more night, but that's not going to happen. But so an up and down trip. Ultimately, I am happy to have come up here and seen it, and I plan on doing it again. But I also have some other backpack trips I hope to do that aren't at 7,800 feet elevation or higher, and little more flatter things on the coast, and some really interesting stuff in the Mojave Desert. Just some of those things come with a much longer drive, so they take a little bit of planning. But hey, we'll see what the future holds. For right now, I'm going to hang out at Castle Pass until the rest of the crew arrives, and then we're going to head downhill, get back in the car, and we're going to go home. So I'll talk to you later.